Eastwind Castle is a community committed to living in a medieval society carved out from our own modern society. In order to be part of an authentic medieval lifestyle, there are several things Eastwind has done. Firstly, they've transformed the surrounding woodland area into a hand-built fortress complete with a battle arena, cottages, and ranger compound. The structures of Eastwind are handmade. The cabins, targets, meat house, and even the castle itself were made from the hands and sweat of dedicated members. Weapons are also made there. Bows, arrows, daggers, swords, and maces are forged like medieval blacksmiths on an anvil. Elaborately designed armors and helmets are made from steel. Chainmail shirts are woven piece by anguishing piece. In fact, all the clothing worn at Eastwind is in accordance to the medieval time period, with symbols and colors representing the house allegiance is owed to. Jewelry, pouches, and ornately carved woodworks and original artwork decorate and enchant onlookers. Emanating the medieval period's focus on Celtic runic art. Dancers spin to traditional drums and lutes played during celebrations, where at a particular party, an entire pig was roasted on a spit. I think it's safe to assume that plenty of mead was had while waiting an entire day for that to cook. At Eastwind, as in ancient times, there is an established hierarchy. The Royal Knights of Eastwind serve and protect the King and Queen of Eastwind. Of the knights, the yearly champion is crowned First Knight and assumes responsibility over many facets of Eastwind life. The knights are divided into several houses where generals are chosen. It is the job of these knights to teach their squires, who will train to eventually become knights themselves. Squires set the example for pages and free hands of the crown, who make up the rest of the public in Eastwind society. As you've seen here, a huge part of Eastwind comes from the play. There's play for every kind of person. Instructors from various walks of life come to share their knowledge of hand-to-hand combat and self-defense. Combat with weapons is practiced with foam weapon fighting that can, if the person is interested, move into steel swords and shield bashing. The hardcore fighting in full armor isn't for everyone, though. Luckily, for those who would like a somewhat lighter experience, there are opportunities to roleplay as your own created persona and interact with other members around you. Of course, one can choose to just join the cooking guild, try a hand at sewing, or stick to throwing various weapons at the throwing wall. There are even some occasional fairies wandering around. Because in this society, as well as medieval society, there are all kinds of occupations and different people needed to make up the community. In the care of the founders and flourishing community, Eastwind has grown exponentially and now has full-scale wars, a wide-ranging and reaching base, and a presence that has spanned far beyond what was once just a simple idea. I think in this there's a conclusion that can be made. Something about this lifestyle is appealing to a lot of people from very different walks of life. I'm sure that appeal is different for each person that goes out there too. So what is it about medieval times that enthralls? Perhaps a reach to our ancestors, an understanding and expression of things in us that are no longer a part of our daily lives, a piece of our athletic and competitive nature, a piece of our hardship and laughter and familial bonds created within a community, the kind of life in novels, video games, and common themes throughout history. Luckily, Eastwind can fulfill that missing link that calls from ancient times while allowing us to skip out on the chamber pots and disease. Heroes, fighting, victory, losses. Test of skill, test of strength and endurance, and most importantly, Eastwind offers a test of heart.
Brought to you by